Hey everyone, just a quick video to demonstrate a simple method inside of our program. In this example, we'll use C#, and notice it's a simple console application. So we have our static void main method defined. We're going to add another method. We'll call it getArea, and it'll accept two arguments, and those will be height and width. We'll calculate the area and return the value and print it out inside of our main method. Okay, so first we're going to create a method header. This will define the scope of the method, whether it's static or not, the return type, if there is one. If there's not, we'll put void. The name of the method, which we'll refer to in other areas of our program. Any parameters that will be sent into the method, and then we can define local variables inside of our method and obviously return the value. Okay, so first in our method header we have the scope keyword, which could be public, private, or protected. This says where the method is available inside of our code. Next we have if it's static or not. Then we have the return type. In this case we're going to return a double value, and then the name of the method, which is getArea. Now inside of parentheses we have a comma separated list of all of the parameters for our method, and we have height and width in this case. And then of course we start the method body with an open curly brace, and we end the method body with a closed curly brace. Now we can define any local variables that we need. We don't really need to define any local variables, but if we did, say for instance, if we defined area, remember that it's only going to be available inside of the method. So only while this method is being executed, this variable area is going to be local to that method. So what we'll do is we'll say area equals just a real simple height times width, and then obviously we have to return area. And then that'll finish off our getArea method, and now instead of our main method we need to call it, so we'll say console dot writeLine, and we'll say getArea and send in a couple values. Okay, so again we have our method header. This defines the scope, whether it's static or not, the return type, the name of the method, and any parameters in the parameter list. Then we start the method body with an open curly brace, have all of the code for our method, and then close the method with a closed curly brace. Then wherever that method is in scope, we can call it using the name that we defined inside of the method header. And then we're going to send in any arguments that it calls for. In this case, it calls for two double arguments, so we've got the value 2 and 3. So let's go ahead and execute this. I'll just put a pause in here, and I'll set a breakpoint so that it stops before calling the method. Okay, so I'm going to start debugging, and we'll just step by step go through the program line by line here. So I'm going to click execute or step into. Notice if we click on locals, it's showing us now the local variables for getArea. So you see height, which is equal to 2. We can see width, which is equal to 3. And it's actually showing area, which is not defined yet. Now in this line of code, as we execute this line of code, it's going to assign a value to area, and you see area is now equal to 6. And now we're going to return. And notice from our return statement, we're going to return back up to the line that we called getArea from. And now we're going to output the value, and we're done. So methods are very useful. They allow us to reuse code. They allow us to call code using a simple name like getArea. It also helps us to modularize our programs. One programmer can write a method, another one can easily call the logic in that method. All they need is the name and the number of parameters and the type of parameters that they need to send in. So thanks.